Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I do have a Chille video that he literally just finished uploading, and I'm not quite sure what this video is all about. I think he's creating a commercial using somebody else's commercial. I'm not sure, but I think what he's trying to do is make it look like what he does is a job and that he's doing society a big, huge favor by going out and recording and harassing and verbally assaulting police officers. I don't care how many times he tries to spin it or how he tries to say he's doing good. He's only out there for himself. He's out there to bait cops into arresting him so that he can sue them because he thinks he's going to get a big fat paycheck in the end of it. Well, Chille, how's that worked out for you so far? You've been doing this for what, a year? A little over a year? And you have sued multiple times, multiple people, including police, and you have yet to win any of the lawsuits that you've put out. So, I don't know. And it's not working too well for him right now. It's not like he's paying for these lawsuits. His subscribers are the ones paying for the lawsuits. So, technically, Chille's not out any money. Even though he keeps putting out lawsuits and keeps trying to sue everybody, he is not out any money. His subscribers are. So that's why he doesn't care that he keeps filing these frivolous lawsuits. Any normal person who has a job and who works for their bills will not sit there and continuously put out frivolous lawsuits because, well, that's going to cost them money. So Chille, of course, doesn't care because none of this is coming out of his pocket. Anyways, let's see what kind of shit show he put together and how much he's still manipulating, lying, and sending out misinformation to his subscribers. Enjoy the video. Okay, so I kind of watched a little more of this video, and I kind of get where it's going now. So basically, this is the Police Protection Association. What they do is they put out a video explaining to police all over the country what these quote-unquote First Amendment auditors are out there doing. So they're basically telling police how to protect themselves against people like Chille and Long Island Audit and everybody else who's out there, and just doing this for one reason and one reason only: money and attention. So I guess that's two reasons. Anyways, so as this guy is talking and he's saying what these quote-unquote First Amendment auditors are doing, Chille then puts up a clip of his own video trying to prove this guy wrong. But what's funny is every clip he puts up, he's proving what this guy says is correct. So where Chille is trying to put these video clips in there to say, oh, he's just lying, I don't bait cops so that I can get arrested and file a lawsuit. And then he puts his own clip in there and it proves that's what he's doing. But in Chille's head, it's the exact opposite. And it's like you have literally just contradicted yourself in this entire video. It's actually hilarious when you watch it. Anyways, let's get to it.
General Counsel for the Las Vegas Police Protective Association. In this segment, I'd like to talk to you about videotaping police officers and being legally smart. As you know, during the academy, they teach you how to control crime scenes with your presence and command control and all these other things. But this segment is intended to help you train to be legally smart. In this day and age, there are cameras all over the place.
Because I'm a man for law and order. I just want to make sure you guys don't shoot people or kill people, and if I do, get it on camera. It's the only reason I'm here, man.
Yes, Chille, because every police officer goes out there, right, just to shoot, kill, rape, maim, whatever the hell you're going to say next. out in society. Like, that does not happen. We all know it doesn't happen the way he says it does. If it does, it's a rare case that it even does happen. But Chille wants everybody to think that this happens every single time a cop stops you or pulls you over, which we all know is bullshit.
There are obviously body cameras. There are third-party cameras up on buildings, but there are also people who want to bait officers into arresting them and scoring big settlements in civil cases.
That's what First Amendment. That's not true at all. I'm here because you cops kill and beat and rape people all the time. No, I don't try to expose it. You guys expose yourselves. I don't try to expose you, bro. You expose yourself. Without this camera on half the time, you guys are horrible.
And these are people.
I mean, it's true. That is what Chille does. Chille goes around and he listens to this little police scanner that he has on his phone, or he drives around and looks for police, and then he goes and he baits them immediately. You know he does. Like, you've seen him do it. He walks right up on a crime scene or right into a traffic stop like he belongs there, and then he starts running his damn mouth at the police officers. He is purposely trying to get arrested so he can file a lawsuit. He doesn't want his followers to believe this, but, I mean, anybody who can think on their own or think for themselves can see that this is what Chille is doing. He also does it for money so that he can still collect money from his subscribers and grift them and then make up these elaborate stories on, oh my God, this is what happened and we need $1,500 to help him. And, hey, we need to help this guy with a wheelchair. When technically the guy was already, from what I understand, given a wheelchair or was offered a free wheelchair. I'll have to go back and check on that source again. However, the money that Chille was raising for this guy who needed a wheelchair, it was not. It was another lie and grift from Chille. Anyways, that's why he does this. He does it for that, and he does it to bait the police so that he can get arrested, or so a police officer can get too close to him where the camera can't see it. He'll then say that they touched him, and he's going to sue them in court and get millions of dollars, which, I mean, how many times has Chille sued people in the last year and a half? Quite a few. How many has he won? 0.
Who videotape police officers.
You can try to feed us that line of bullshit. There's so many videos of you cops being horrible. The reason I have a job is because there's so many horrible cops. It's not because of...
Oh, wait. Correction, Chille. You do not have a job.
It's because of you and your policies. Save that crap for someone who doesn't understand how it works.
Don't take...
Well, technically, you wanted him to save it for somebody who doesn't understand how it works. Then he did when he told you how it works. Because, Chille, you don't understand how anything works.
The bait. Be legally careful. If they aren't obstructing your investigation, if they're not on top of you, if they're not putting you in danger, but they're merely videotaping you.
I appreciate what you're doing. I understand you're...
Yeah, Chille is not there just to merely videotape. Chille is there because he wants to obstruct and he wants to keep the officer from doing his job. He wants the cop to take his complete attention off of whatever traffic stop or investigation he's conducting and put all of his attention on Chille, because Chille is in consistent need of attention. Like, he needs attention 24/7 or the poor little man-child is not happy. So yes, he purposely does that for several reasons, but the main reason is because he needs attention.
You have no basis to arrest them.
Don't put your hands on me. Come over. Don't touch me. Don't put your...
Oh wait, so Chille's showing this clip when this guy says if they're not obstructing or anything like that, they're just simply recording, then you have no basis to arrest them. I love how Chille puts in this clip, but yet fails to add the part that caused this reaction. How he walks right up to the car that has been pulled over, starts telling the driver not to talk to the police, not to do anything they say, blah, blah, blah. And he completely obstructs this entire traffic stop to the point where the officer has to let the person go that he pulled over to deal with the man-child who is Chille. And then Chille puts his hands on the officer and he gets arrested. That's the truth of the situation. But Chille doesn't want to show that. No, absolutely not. Chille can't show that. He doesn't like the truth to get out about him at all.
Fucking hands on me. No, you're not.
You set the phone down.
No. I'm a constitutional law scholar. You can't take away my
phone. Set the phone down on the hood.
I'm now.
You're being detained.
Can we just point this one thing out really quickly? Chille, again, you're not a constitutional law scholar. But even if you were a constitutional law scholar, when you're being arrested, you're damn right the police can take your phone out of your hand. So just because you yell, I'm a constitutional law scholar, doesn't mean your precious little phone is saved from ever leaving your body during an arrest.
You're going to put hands on me.
No,
come over here.
Why are you grabbing me?
Come over here.
Sure.
If they aren't obstructing your investigation, then try to ignore them.
Please don't impede my rights. I'm a constitutional law scholar. This will be your only warning. If you block my camera, that is prior restraint. I will file a lawsuit against you. Move it now.
But see, here's the thing is you cannot ignore Chille. You saw just here that he shows up at these traffic stops or wherever he's at, and he inches his way up right to the car, right in the middle of everything. And then he starts going off on the police officers when they tell him to back off. So his whole objective is to obstruct the police officers' jobs.
You don't know who you're dealing with here.
I'm going to ask you to stand over here.
You know, I'm not moving.
As long as you stand back here.
If you stand in front of my camera, give me your name and badge number now. Give me your name and badge number. I'll file a lawsuit against you tomorrow.
I understand it's difficult. I understand that sometimes it's a concern, but throughout the country, these people are traveling from city to city, baiting officers by showing up on crime scenes or vehicle stops and videotaping officers.
What I do for a living is I film cops. That's what I do. That's my whole job. That's the only job I have.
No, actually, what Chille does is he shows up to film cops while he harasses them, verbally abuses them, obstructs, and does everything he can to try and get arrested so he can file a lawsuit. He also really enjoys targeting families who are mourning because of the loss of a loved one due to a circumstance that may involve the police. That way he can fraudulently fundraise for them and keep the money. He enjoys doing that the most, though, because that brings in the big bucks. You know, enough where he can go to Colombia on vacation for 3 weeks. Just saying.
I make a full-time living by filming cops. How come you think that is? Why do you think that is? Why do you think I have a full-time job filming cops? How come you think that is? Why do you think I'm here right now?
It's a full-time job, Chille? Really? The last time I checked, having a full-time job and all, pretty much my entire life, is I have a home, I have a car, I have a family. Wait, Chille doesn't have any of that. Most people, actually, a majority of people that have full-time jobs don't need to live in a borrowed van or a rundown office building. I mean, just saying. It's pretty pathetic if somebody has a full-time job and yet they're still homeless. Like, that just does not make sense unless you are willingly homeless like Chille. It's kind of like those people who choose not to get a job, like a real job, so they can stay in low-income housing and continue to reap the benefits, even though they are capable of getting a full-time job where they can better themselves and put their kids in better homes and in a better school district. That's kind of like what Chille is. It's just he chooses to be homeless.
What do you think I'm doing here? Recording us. So do cooler heads prevail when there's nobody here recording? No. That's why I'm here. You guys can't be trusted.
You have an absolute right to tell them to stay out of the immediate area so that they are not a distraction or a danger to you. However, if they walk a distance away and they continue videotaping you, there's nothing legally you can do. And if you force the issue and arrest them, you could be sued civilly.
You can do whatever you want, but just understand something. Your name will go on the lawsuit. Mind your own business. Mind your own business. I'm a member of the press. Go get...
Oh, wait, so he is showing this part of the arrest. However, he's showing it after this guy says, if they move away after you've told them to, and they continue to record, there's nothing you can do. The difference between what this guy said and what Chille did is Chille never walked away until the police officer dismissed the lady that he had pulled over and started to come after Chille to arrest him. That was the only reason, and at the only time that Chille started to walk away from the traffic stop. Sorry, Chille, I just call the truth out as I see it.
Your car and do your job, little doggy.
So my name is Jose De Castro. I have a channel called Delete Laws. I'm a constitutional law scholar. Okay. I sue police all over the country if they violate my First Amendment rights.
It only ends when we take you to jail.
I love how Chille's sitting here in the back seat of a freaking police car, handcuffed, by the way, not torture cuffed, but handcuffed, and he's still claiming that his First Amendment rights were violated. They weren't. And your lawsuit is going nowhere, as all your lawsuits go. Right down the toilet.
Give you a ticket, and you go on your way, and you're doing the same thing 2 seconds later.
So obviously, it's a dangerous world out there. You have to be smart and protect yourself, but also protect yourself legally.
This is where you can't trust cops. This is where they plant drugs. It happens all the time. Every day in America, these filthy cops are planting drugs on people. Every day.
Oh my God, Chille. Just like that video that you claim you were able to prove that a gun was planted in the guy's car who was shot and killed by the police, and you continuously zoom in on this cop's hand and claim there's a gun in his hand, but yet there's no gun in his hand whatsoever. Like, come on, Chille. We can clearly see through your bullshit. We can see when you're trying to manipulate your subscribers. I just wish they could see it.
There's nobody here filming this cop while he's searching this guy's truck. All these guys have to do to get a bonus or a promotion or an accolade or an award is drop a little tiny baggie in the back of that truck, and they're...
Chille, what would you know about any of that stuff when you haven't worked anyways? What would you know about any of this? This, again, is Chille proving how jealous he is of police because he couldn't pass the mental part of the exam when he tried to be a police officer when he was in his teens, probably around 17 or 18 years old. I'm going to say 17, early 18, because I think his first real arrest was when he was 18 years old, and then he hated police even more because, well, he was arrested and he was made accountable for his crime. And then he just kept breaking the law from 18 years old until now when he's 48, almost 50 years old, and Chille is still not a man. Still breaking the law, and still blaming the police for it. Sad and pathetic.
Getting a bonus, they're getting a promotion, and it happens daily in the United States. You can never trust this man right here, ever. He's trained to lie, he's trained to deceive you, he's trained to put you in a dungeon. That's his job. His goal is to put those guys in jail, impound their car, and take their money. That's his job. He is the enemy of the people.
If you ever have any...
If, for whatever reason, these people deserve to get arrested and their car impounded and whatever else you're talking about, then hell yeah, his job is to do that. But you put yourself in your own situations in life. You can't blame the police because you are arrested and your car was impounded and all this other shit. If that was the case, it was your fault. 100% your fault. Just like my arrest last year. It was my fault. Not the police's fault, not the cashier's fault, not the other patrons around me. It was my fault. And it takes it takes an adult to actually admit when they're at fault. And that just again proves where Chille's mentality lies, is his mentality has never matured past 6 years old. He still thinks like a child. He still behaves like a child. And it's just really sad.
Questions about any legal issues, please call me at PPA or email me at droger@lvppa.com. Thank you.
Okay, so here's the thing. Chille made this video with this guy's video because he thought he was proving this guy wrong. Or that he was proving that this guy was saying, hey, if they're not obstructing or if they're not doing this, then you can't do anything about it. And then Chille throws his clips in saying, see, I'm doing exactly what he says, so why were they arresting me? Now I can sue. No, Chille, all you did was prove this guy right. That everything you do when you inject yourself into an investigation or a traffic stop or whatever it is, you're wrong. That you're doing everything worth being arrested for. So technically, the video that Chille just made is perfect for the LVPPA to use as an example of what kind of people to look out for and who to arrest when they behave just like Chille. So I have taken this video in its entirety that Chille has made and sent it to the email address that this guy provided. And I stated, this is the perfect video to use to educate police officers on what frauditors or quote-unquote First Amendment auditors to look out for because they are out looking for an arrest so they can sue. So thank you, Chille, for making this video for the LVPPA to use you as an example of those out looking to cause problems, those out looking to obstruct, and those out looking to bait cops in order to be arrested and file a lawsuit for no reason. So thank you. You did their job for them by creating this video as an example. What can I say? Chille always puts himself in these situations. He's a dumbass.
My name's Jose De Castro. I'm a constitutional law scholar. I will be filming you during this stop. That's a fact. I will be filming you. My name's Jose De Castro. First Amendment auditor.
You are. Step over the investigation.
You can do whatever you want. I'm 10 feet away.
Step away.
I'm standing on the public easement. I'm running live.
My investigation.
I'm not. I'm standing over here.
Hey, Chille, there's no law that says you have to be 10 feet or more away. They can tell you legally how far to stand away. You cannot make up your own rules by saying, I can stand 10 feet away. This is where I am. This is where I'm standing. No, this is his traffic stop. This is his job. This is his investigation. And if he wants you to stand 25 feet away, damn it, he can make you stand 25 feet away or he can arrest you for obstructing.
This is your first warning.
Be legally careful. If they aren't obstructing your investigation, if they're not on top of you, if they're not putting you in danger, but they're merely videotaping you, you have no basis to arrest them.
Okay, okay, well, let me warn you. I just sued you guys for $5 million. I'll sue you.
You just saw that where the guy said if they're not obstructing, if they're not putting you in danger, or if they're just recording you, then you have no legal basis to arrest. And then Chille puts in his video proving what he is doing is lawfully worth arresting. So again, like I said, the creation of Chille's video just gave the LVPPA the perfect video to use in training the officers on how or what to look out for when arresting a quote-unquote First Amendment auditor.
5 million more. He's approaching me. He won't get away from me.
By the way, Chille, you have not sued anybody. The only way you can say I've sued you is if you win the lawsuit. You've put in a lawsuit for $5 million. though you have not and will never win that lawsuit or any other lawsuit you put in.
I'm standing on a public easement, sir. There's thousands watching. On my investigation. There's thousands watching.
If they aren't obstructing your investigation, then try to ignore them.
It doesn't matter. I don't care who you are. I'm a member.
And the first thing Chille did the minute he walked up was he obstructed the whole investigation. By not just standing there and recording, Chille walks up and starts yelling at the officer. He also was yelling at the person that was being arrested not to speak to police. So yes, you do obstruct, and that is your sole purpose of doing this.
Detain me for what? Second warrant. Take a look how far away we are. Second warrant. Where do you? I don't know who you are. The name of my channel is Delete Laws. I'm a constitutional law scholar. It looks like you have somebody to deal with. Yes, we do.
Chille, I don't care how many times you sit there and say that you are a constitutional law scholar and they can't do anything to you. The bottom line is the police can look at you and know right as soon as you open your mouth that you are not a constitutional law scholar and that you're literally working on an 8th grade education with zero intelligence. So you can keep yelling that all you want. I'm going to say 98% of this country knows you're full of shit and that you're a liar. The other 2% are the actual humans on your channel. Not the 80% that you purchased, but the 20% that are actually human beings.
Third time. There you go. Oh, maybe do it again. Thank you. There you go.
If they walk a distance away and they continue videotaping you, there's nothing legally you can do. And if you force the issue and arrest them, you could be sued civilly.
I will be filming the interaction. Okay, I will be filming the interaction. I'm not interfering. You're bothering me. Do your job. Third time. Fifth time. Do your job. I'm standing here. I'm doing my job. Listen, that's what I'm telling you. Stay away. I'm standing here.
You have no basis to arrest them.
Do you understand? Stay away. That's all I gotta say. Don't give me illegal directives.
See, that's the problem. He wants to yell out, "Don't give me illegal directives." And you want to keep causing this guy to repeat, or keep going on repeat. You have no legal reason to arrest them. But Chille, you don't stand back. You don't walk away. You keep inching forward. So again, you're just proving in this video that you are the one in the wrong. Over and over and over again. You are the one in the wrong.
I am legal direct, my friend. Look me up. Delete laws. I looked you up. I know who you are. My name is Jose de Castro. If you put your hands on me, you'll get sued, buddy. Okay. It's that simple. And then your name goes first on Google. Do your job. Do your job. Move the hell away. I'm not moving anymore. You're welcome, sir.
And if you force the issue and arrest them, you could be sued civilly.
Please step back. Dude, I'm in the same exact place. Stop giving me illegal directives. I'm on a public easement right now. I'm at least 20 feet away, dude. Listen.
It doesn't matter if you're on a public easement or the public sidewalk or a freaking road or on your own, on top of your own car. They have the legal right to tell you to move back farther, especially when it's somebody like you who keeps inching their way forward and yelling at the police officer, which literally is keeping them from doing their job. When you take their attention away from their job, then you are literally taking their attention away from their job. You can and will be arrested for that.
Get sued, bro. Okay, I'll get sued. Go ahead. Step back, please. I'm not moving. I'm not moving.
And if you force the issue and arrest them, you could be sued civilly.
If you arrest me, you arrest me. But I'll be out of jail by the morning. You'll be sued tomorrow afternoon. It's that simple. I've sued you guys twice in 2 months. I'll sue you again.
No, you have not sued anybody twice in 2 months. You've put in one lawsuit for yourself, and you put in a lawsuit for what's-his-face, News Now, what was it, Omaha? Whatever he is. And you haven't won any of the lawsuits. Every police officer in this country should, and I'm sure they do sleep very well at night, knowing if they come across you and you threaten to sue, they'll sleep perfectly fine because they know you will not win. So I don't know why you keep threatening to sue everybody, especially Las Vegas police. They've already heard of you. They know you're a raging idiot who's mentally unwell and unhinged. They all know that about you now. And they also know that you're going to threaten to sue. And then when you do put in the lawsuit, you're just going to lose it anyways. Because you are always in the wrong, Chille.
I don't care. If you can, now there's 600 people. Okay, that's 700 people. Yeah, I don't care. I do. I do too. I know the only thing that keeps you good is this camera. I know you do. When I came up, you were trying to be his ass. I don't care. Everything you are sucks.
So there we go. Chille creates a video thinking that he's proving that he's doing everything right. But yet all he did was help the LVPPA have a video to train officers on who to look out for when they are on duty. I mean, that's basically all he did. You've got to appreciate how stupid Chille really is. Because in his mind, he's creating this video going, haha, see, he says that if I'm not obstructing, then they have no legal basis to arrest me. I'm going to throw this clip in there proving I'm not obstructing, when technically in the clip he put, he's obstructing. So good job, Chille, for helping the LVPPA with a training video on who to look out for when they're off on duty or out on duty. He's just, like I said, you have to appreciate how stupid he is. He's like the gift that keeps on giving. Every day I wake up thinking, there's no way Chille could get more stupid than he was yesterday. And then he puts out this video. And I'm like, oh, geez, he just created a whole new level of stupid. Every day we get more stupid from Chille. Thank you, Chille. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. I will see you in the next one. Take care. Be safe. I love each and every one of you.